Everybody, Alluvial Sin here, as always. It's just me tonight, though. Awkward is, reading behind me. You can see her. She's being boring. But we're playing Scrap Mechanic, so let's go ahead and get started. I played this a while ago, and they've added some new stuff, so I might be a little lost. But that's okay. We'll figure it out together, because I've got a book. And the book says I can look around, move, which I already knew. Alt. Okay, that's good to know. I can zoom in or out. Space, shift, crouch. What happens if I just roll the scroll wheel? Oh, okay, it switches items. Inventory is I, so I can grab anything out of the inventory to make stuff. Let's see. Hold to move it back and forth in a direction. Release. Hold the other one to remove it. Rotate objects with Q or Shift Q. That's easy. I'll probably just use Q, honestly. Ooh, rotate direction with Q and Shift Q. Again, but this changes it differently. And then hold and drag to move. Oh, okay, to make long things, and then hold and drag to delete. Okay, that's easy. Most common building components are wood, stone, plastic, metal, all that stuff. Parts for building parts with a unique shape and look, perfect for personalizing your creations. Okay. Interactive parts, I know some about those. And consumables, which we don't have yet because there's no survival mode yet, but it will be coming, which I'm actually really excited about. The welding tool is new since I last played, and it will connect pieces together, so they act as one piece, which is pretty cool. Paint tool didn't exist earlier either. Sledgehammer just lets you push things by hitting them, which is honestly kind of fun because it's a big-ass sledgehammer. Connect tool, lift tool, blah 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 blah. I don't want to make a car. So, I think I know how to do everything. So we're going to grab the lift, and we're going to make our first item. And we're going to make it over here because it's kind of flat, and I chose to make this place out of not flat stuff. There we go. Oh, so I might be a lady because the guy was really fat and it bothered me, so I'm playing the girl who is kind of cool, I guess. She's a blonde. I guess I'm blonde too, but oh, it doesn't make a noise if I hit a rock. I know it makes noise if you hit metal. Ooh, shift is run. Okay, so we're gonna drop our thing right here. Poof, there it is. Look at that. So use up and down to move the lift. Okay, cool. And press E to use. No blueprints found. Build, share, delete, parts, description. Okay. Ooh, I can buy something off the Steam Workshop. That's cool. Or probably just download it, but... Alright, so now I need to build the base. Why don't we go look at the parts we have? By the way, I'm going to be building some sort of hoverboard, or hover machine. So, we'll see how that goes. Staircase, railing, join. What's this? Steep? Oh, step. I can't read. Ha. Shelf support. Large windshield. We're going to need a couple of those probably. But first we need a base. What will work as a base? Structure support? Maybe. Maybe. I don't know if we want to be able to see through what we're doing. Ooh, a mattress. That could be fun. Alright, let's go ahead and pick just... that's a heavy shelf. We do want something light, because our flying thing is going to be, well, flying. Let's see. Support, no. Glass, that would shatter. Honestly, that makes a lot of sense, so I might do it. Ventilation, net. I like these staircase things. These are all heavy, though. What is this shelf? So if I put this here, and what does it look like? So if we hit I... Okay, so that's a really small shelf. Screw that shelf. You know, we're just gonna do wood. Which seems like a terrible idea, but, you know, it's what we're gonna go with. Do. I don't know if these are all one piece or not. I think they are. Select tool. Let me grab the weld tool. Where's the weld tool? Weld. Alright, so it is all one piece now. You know what? Screw this. I'm canceling this idea. We're doing this in a different way. Oops. Lift that up. Okay, so we want... I'm going to try these big metal things. Because, yeah. Why not? I think it'll work, hopefully. If I can find it. I kind of lost it. Here it is. Okay, whoa. Not what I meant to do. Okay, so I need to rotate this. I need to get it on here, but I need to rotate it. So, Q. Q. There we go. I don't think I can center it on here. It's not really big enough either, so... What can I do here? You know what? I know what I can do. I can do this. Then we're going to weld that together. Okay, I think it already was, so... There we go. Okay. So now I can jump on here. I don't fall through, which is good. We will... I don't know that I need this. I just want it to hover, so... I'm actually going to put a switch on it instead. So I need to pull out a switch. Here's a switch. I should probably have something with it. Oops, not what I wanted there. There we go. There we go, there's the switch. That'll turn everything on. So now let's get off. Raise this thing up. Maybe a little too high. There we go. Now, we need thrusters. Are there big thrusters and little thrusters, or only big thrusters? Or only little thrusters? I don't really know. We also need motion sensors. Yes. Which I guess we don't need the button, so yeah. Let's grab these. Let's scratch my head. Ow. Then let's put... So flip. There we go. 1. Actually, no, I can probably just put one in the middle. Ooh, let's put it over... Yeah, I guess these corners would be best, huh? And then I'll put the thrusters. Let me kill that thruster. There we go. Now let's copy that over here. This may or may not be enough thrust. Honestly, not sure. Okay, how low does this go? There it is. Okay, I can put it into the ground. That's kind of cool. Then, what else do I need? I do need to connect those, I think. If I connect this to... Okay, so I can't connect those. I can connect these. Ooh, I also need to put 2 more, because I forgot them. And let's connect these ones. Let's see then. How about this one connect over to this one? And hey, give me. There we go. And also over to hey. Listen to me. Can I not connect 2 to the same one? I can't. How do I unconnect this? Oops. I mean, that works, but not exactly how I wanted to do it. I know you can unconnect, I just don't remember how. Okay. So that's these. I don't know if that's actually enough thrust to keep this moving. What we can do is we can use this. We can name it as hovercraft. Save it. It's not too complex. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. There we go. Okay, so E, let's lower these thrusts all the way down. That way maybe it won't have such an extreme push up. Which hopefully will prevent all this bouncing it had. Okay. Let's go ahead and try that again. So it looks like that worked. Actually, it looked like that worked rather well. I can even get on top of it. But there's now not enough thrust to have it do anything. So we'll mark them all up 1 notch. We're going to do this carefully. That should steady it a little bit. Hey, 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 hey! Stop it! Fine. I'll put you back on your thing. Since you don't want to listen to me. There we go. Okay, that one's good. That one's good. That one's good. I think that's all of them. I swear I didn't do all of them, but they all look like... Huh, that's weird. I swear I checked those, but, you know. They should be good now, so let's drop it. It's got some bounce to it. But if I'm on it, maybe a little less. So, maybe, if I leave those, maybe if I just add another weak one to each side. So, if I add a weak one here, here, here. Okay, so now if I use them all and I make them all weak again, it'd be nice if I could modify everything all at once, but you know, can't always do what we want. Okay. Now let's go ahead and lower it all the way down. Jump on top of it because I want it to be able to fly me. Move these things so that all three will run. I know my button's still there. It's just not needed. Oops. That didn't do at all what I wanted. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, let's lift that back up because I royally screwed that up. And then this one. Now connect these, and we will have fixed our mistake, because mistakes are silly, and I make them anyways. What can you do? I wish I could stop it from doing such a bounce. Maybe if I... There we go. Sensor range. Let's try that. 5. Ooh, let's do 6 instead. 6 is right where it turns off for this height. Or, ooh, I have an idea, if this doesn't work. Which this does not work. So, we will put it back on. We will turn these back up to 10. Then we will look at another sensor in the middle. And this one will be... How do I disconnect these? There we go. So now I'll connect that middle one. Instead to the inside sensor, which will be stronger or weaker, not quite sure. Let's try it with weaker first. Try 6. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. So now... Ooh. It looks like it might be a tiny bit heavy. What happens if I whack it? Will it balance itself out? Oh, it is self-balancing. Look at that. Yeah. Nice, I like it. I don't know how to get on top, but I do like it. I really like the self-balancing part, too. Look at that. Sorry, I got quiet for a little bit. This is really cool, though. So, now, let's go ahead and turn off all these button beeps, because those are getting a little annoying. So we're going to pull this up over here. We're going to see if we can also make it go higher. And that's what this switch is now going to be for. So first, we're going to change these so that they're, let's say, 15s. That should cause it to hover a bit higher. 15. How about this one? I think I got this already, but yep. Okay, so now the middle ones need to be changed to, say, tens. Then we're going to lower this on top of my head, apparently. We're going to... Oops. This is stone. I don't want stone. What do I want? I want some sort of metal. Maybe glass? No. I guess we'll just use the barrier block, maybe. Let's use these. There we go, just like that. One there. One there. One there. One there. Then one there. One here. Do I fit? I do fit. Good. So then, now I want the barrier block. I also want... Do I want this staircase, or is there another type of staircase I can use? There's a stair step. Not sure here. Let's look at the stair steps, maybe see how it works. Might need more than just the stair step. This might be needed. Okay. Stair step. Ooh, that's what I should do. How can I move that? Yeah, let's do that. So this will still go here. Then I will have this here. That, oops, that there and here. Let's actually delete this one. Then we will have another staircase. Am I placing these properly? I think I placed that upside down. Let me undo this whole thing. Okay. Let's flip this. Oh, come on. Come on. It doesn't flip the way I want it to. Oh well, we'll do it this way. Here. Then rotating thing. 2 blocks. And here. Then we'll test the rotating thing in a moment. Actually, let's test it now, make sure this actually works, because if it doesn't, that's going to be a sad day. So we need to connect this button to this. That did not connect. Oh, I need a controller. I need... What does a controller look like? I don't remember. No. Here it is. I was getting worried there for a moment. Let's move it over here. Flip it, flip it, flip it. There we go. Alright, so the controller will be connected here. And the controller to this. So we need it to go red. So you need to go red. Nope, red. 180? Is that 180? No, I need it to go 27, yeah. Oh yeah, that's annoying. I forgot about that. If you pull it off the screen, it doesn't work. There we go. Okay, so it'll do that. No, that's where it starts. So it'll move... there. And let's have it go relatively slow. Oh, the switch is on the lift, so I can't test it. Okay. This is dangerous, but... Okay, so it's gotten a lot heavier since I added stuff. Okay, as you can see, something's wrong. It has to do with that. Oops. There we go. Let's try that. Okay. It helps if I'm not entirely stupid. But I don't really want it... Okay, I know how I want it. So I want this here. Take this off. See, that's not what I want. I want it the other way. That way. There we go. So now if I push the button... Oh yeah, too far. Forgot. Let's fix the controller. I think we only want 90, maybe? I don't know why I'm having trouble with this. My brain just doesn't want to work. No, we want 180. And I think I heard a firework. Either that or that was a... Never mind. I'm not going there. I think it was a firework. And... it works! Look at that. Look how pretty that is. So, this is going to have to be relatively long, which is annoying, but, you know, we'll get there. So we'll undo it. And we'll start doing more of these. 2 there. 1 here. That there. Undo this. Undo this. This. Because I need a rotation thing first. Then I can have this. And this. And this thing again. These stairs are going to be so cool. Then this. Then this. Hey. Come back up. I'm going to have to connect them all to the controller. 1. 2. There we go. There's that. There's that. Alright, this is starting to take shape now. That's getting a little annoying, though. Nothing I can really do about it, but it is getting a little annoying. Okay, so after this one, we're going to go ahead and test this. And we'll just throw one of these on the end for good measure. You know, just in case I want to build onto it, let's add that too. Okay, so now let's make sure these are all going the same way. No, they aren't. There we go. Now all of them need to turn to the red side to open. So we'll go here. We'll say... I wonder what it'll look like if I do them this way. So I stagger them. Yeah. I wonder what will happen if I stagger them. What the? Damn it. Really? Well, that like broke everything. I don't think there's a way to unglue either. Which means I'm going to have to just delete all this stuff I did. I mean, not all of it, but starting with that. Because I wasn't paying enough attention and I didn't put the block on right. Alright, let's try this again. There we go. Now I know it's on. Then we need this right there. That. 1, 2. Got it. Let's get these over. Alright, so it's already on that first one. Oh yeah, I never moved it, that's why. So let's get these on here. That there. 1, 2. Got it. You know, that's kind of risky doing that, but, you know, whatever. I'm a risk taker. I guess. Not really, but, you know. I'm gonna pretend I am for you guys. Pretend you didn't hear pretend. Yeah, because it's pretend. I don't know where I'm going with that. So if we can get this working right, we should be able to get the stairs as long as we need, really. And hopefully that self-balancing will work even with this weight on it. So let's try it with just this. Which is, I don't know how many, but also I want to try the staggered look. We might stagger it a bit differently, but I just want to try this first. So... Alright, so the staggered makes it look like just one big stair going down. And one of them's turning way too much. Yeah, one of them's turning way too much. Or maybe they all are. Do they not all have to... So, what if these are only 90? Actually, what if these don't turn at all? It looks like they may not have to. Because it's already stair. And I've got that main one doing the movement. Yeah. I guess that's all I needed. But then what we can do is, when it's like this, we can go into starting probably with this one, we can make it go an extra 90 degrees. And then if we also do this one 90 degrees. Oops. That's weird. Oh, okay, I know why. That didn't work. Oh, that's why. Because I clicked off the screen. That's what happened. 90. There we go. That looks good. If I go over here, you'll see why it needed to do that. See, the red was on the wrong side. Which I fixed, so now I can do it the same way. 90 like that. And then I can't add another one at this state. But if I click this, those then also need to fold out. So it'll fold out probably about here. Actually, no, it needs to fold out. So this is the next one. So then it'll go 90, and this will go 90. Yeah. So those will fold up. I think I'd rather those fold up as one piece, or two pieces. That's okay. That's actually folding up nicely. So now we're going to put it back on the pedestal, raise it up a little bit. Actually, we're going to undo that. Because I need up here so that I can push the button. There we go. Then we'll put it on the pedestal. I want the stairs down so that when I take it off the pedestal, I can get back on it. Okay. So we'll move it up. We will edit these to be 2 powers. I don't know if I need to edit the third one because I did add a lot of weight to this, so yeah. And also, I know the physics are going to show that that weight is mostly on the one side. Hopefully it'll counterbalance okay. Okay, so I only raised those ones, not the thirds. Oh, but that's holding quite nicely. Let's turn the sound off. I still have to get the inside ones too. I meant to turn the sound off earlier. There we go. No more sound. However, I do need to get up there. Since apparently it didn't want to count that as being down. Ah! Can't make it. Let's try that. Haha. There we go. My stairs go down. I know they're in the wrong spots, but can't do anything about it. It's crawling forward a lot. Is zooming forward. Ha! Come back! Hover thing, come back! Oh, it flipped. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do about that. I'm just going to fix it here because why not? So I'm going to put 1, 2, make sure they're on low. I may only need 1, honestly, but... And then I'm going to connect it to this thing as well. Ooh, do I have to go to a controller for that? I might have to. I don't think I should. There we go. I was just missing it earlier. There we go. Okay, so now we're going to put it on here. Make it go up, right? Say... Okay. Looks hovering okay. Is leaning to the one side a little bit. So let's put it back on the... Let's put it back on this. And we will add 1 right here on low at all times, or rather we will attach it to probably this. I guess it doesn't really matter. You know what? I'll just put it behind it. I'll get a new motion sensor, I guess. So new motion sensor is facing down. That is connected directly to this. The motion sensor will go to 15, just like the other ones. And this is weak. There, that looks like it balanced it out. Ever so slightly moving to the one side, but not bad. And we can modify this by saying, why don't you only appear at 12? Somewhere in between. Does that work, or is it still moving? Still moving. Okay, so I'll move it down to the 10. Okay. And we'll turn the sound off because that's going to get annoying. There we go. Move it around a little bit. Self-balancing? Self-balancing. Nice. Okay. Now I need to get back up. I've noticed there's not a very good way of getting up onto stuff. But maybe. Haha! I found a good way. Then we can push the button. Is that too much power? Ah, too much power. Too much power. Turn off. Turn off. Okay. Okay. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Ooh. I will definitely say this is a ride. Maybe I need a seat in here after all. This should still self-correct. It's just going to take some time because of all the hills and stuff. Uh-oh. 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 Oh. We're almost there. Ah! Whoa, 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 whoa. And here's a cliff. No! The cliff flipped it. Alright. However, I do feel that was working quite well as a whole. I almost got trapped in there. Okay, so we're going to put this somewhere safer. We're going to find a open field again. Oh look, our open field. Let's use this again. Okay. So that was too much power. So what we're going to do is lift this up. Move it back to this. Destroy that. Destroy that. And instead, we're going to put one just right here. A little more in the back. And we're going to use just a light thrust with it, because I think that's all it's going to need. And of course, that is going to be connected to the button. So it's going to be an on-off switch. There we go. Okay. So now I can destroy this. Watch it hover. Hop on here. Lift it. Jump on here. Destroy that. And now let's test this staircase again. Oh, look at that. Look at that. It is beautiful. Beautiful, I tell you. Still a little short, but beautiful. So I need to add a little bit more to it. Honestly, probably only 2 steps. So we'll fold everything. Oops. Stop it. There we go. There we go. Now self-balance properly. Please. Things get a little crazy. I fell out. Ooh. It is looking for a place to balance. You know what will help this? Oh, did it get caught, or did it actually just balance out? Here, I have an idea for what will help this. It's going to make down here even more intense, but that's probably okay. Let's see, so... I mean, it did self-balance, so I'm going to leave it for now. Get it fully balanced with everything up there. So, let's finish these stairs off. So what I need to do is go into here and get rid of at least this one, but probably both. So 6 and 7 will be the ones that do that. Get rid of that, and get rid of that. Alright. So now the stairs are normal again. So this one doesn't have anything right now. So we're going to add it here. Then I need to re-grab these. Alright, then I need to grab this, get it right. Damn it. There we go. One of these. So really, to make this look proper, it should have been going like that. But it doesn't look proper now, and it's not the end of the world. I will probably fix it at some point, but not today. Let's put that here. So 2, let's do a total of 3 more. So that's there. So how far does this go if I turn this on? Is that going to get us to the ground? If I'm off, I can't just walk up it. Ah! Whoa! Stop it. Okay, so still not enough thrust to hold it in place. Also, I think I'm stuck under here. There we go. So let's save this as... Okay, I guess I have to save it as the same thing. Yep, I just have to save it as the same thing. There's probably a way to go to the workshop without... Alright, either way, I've got that working, but not enough thrust for it. Because it keeps going in that direction, which is why. So I think what I need is one of these here, 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 here. And those will all run off of... What if I just run them off of one? No, I do have to run them off of multiple. But where should it go? Honestly, I probably have this backwards for how it should run. So if I run these ones all here, so the center ones should control these ones. These outside ones should be much shorter. There we go. Let's do 6. Then these 4 will be 15s. Okay, so then I need to switch the wiring. And that will come into this one. There we go, that's how I need it. So undo the wiring, connect the outside ones to the corners. That way, if the corners get too down, they have extra thrust on either side. Then this middle one will come to the main thrusters. I forgot to place one. Not sure how I forgot to place the thruster, but you know, I forget things. Okay, so that's done. One more to go. Then grab the inside and put it here. And here. That way these will probably always run. That looks like a mess, but trust me, it makes sense, I think. Which one is that that's firing? It's this one right here. It's already on low. I think I need to make it so this is more sensitive. There we go. Then I think these need to be a little more sensitive. We'll try 8. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, I know what I did. I may have neglected to turn those thrusters down. So right now they're on full blast, when they should not at all be on full blast. They should be as weak as possible. And I think that's all of them. Now it should be. Okay. Now let's make sure I got all of the inner sensors. 10. 10. Oh, sorry, it's not the inner sensors, it's these ones. Let's make it 8. 8. I think that's the only one I'm missing. Okay. So now if I bring it down, those fire off at the same time as this one, I think. Yeah. So let's actually fire this one a little lower. Only if needed. Say 7. It's not much lower, but it is lower. Take that out. Let's see if it can self-correct. It's got too much power. That's what happens when you have too much power going on. So I think what I want to do is lower it into the ground so I can get on top. Then we want to add weight to it. So items, we will find some metal blocks. And we will try to add some weight in a normal manner. Then I will add some over here still. One, two, there. One, two. Let's try that. So we'll raise this. Delete this. May still be too, or not heavy enough. It's running off to one side. It's because it's too bouncy. It may be that we have too much weight now. Oh, well that's wrong. Okay, so I'm just going to delete these pillars because I obviously don't know how to do them properly. Let's try that. There we go. So it's got a little bounce to it, but not too bad. Yeah, that's not too bad at all. So let's put the stairs down. We're still pretty steady. Pretty steady. I don't think I can complain about that. We do add a little weight to it, but I think it's balanced enough. Then we pull this up. Very nice. Look at that. Now, the final touch. I also need one more of these because it's going to bother me if I don't have it. And I need to come in here and go, you are 90 degrees and you are 90 degrees. And then extra 90, extra 90. Oops. Extra 90, extra 90. Cancel that one. And then I need to go here and fix this. There we go. I might even be able to get away with one more. I think I can. So number 5 as well. So number 5 will do that, and so I'll change these again. And there we go. There we go, yeah, that's good. Okay, so it doesn't fit perfectly like that, but it's not breaking either, so let's make sure it unfurls properly. Okay, we can speed that up a little bit. Then also let's knock this one down to 45, this one down to 75, and then 90. Let's try that. Oops, that also means I need to make this one only 45, 75, 90, okay. Does not want to pull it up. But it did. It may be getting a little heavy for it, honestly. That might be what's going on. And then we will simply add in our passenger seats. Wish I could get 2 more in here, but I can't because of that. Can I fix that? I don't think I can. If I just put it one higher, it would be fine. So let's add them right here. Oops, undo that. Well, I think I'm trapped in here. Nope. I did not expect that. As a whole, I'd say it works pretty well. But could use some work. Oh yes, final touch. There we go. Can I get back on here? I can, except I need to take it off the thing, so. I don't know how I like that curl. I might just change it. And it's running off. Those seats must be quite heavy. Yeah, the seats must be quite a bit heavier than I thought they would be. What would be nice is if I could get 2 right there, but I know I can't. It does appear I can get 2 here, though. Oops. Alright, and I can sit in them while it's up, so... That way I can get on, because I didn't realize I could do that before, apparently. Yeah, I'm gonna fix those. Okay. So, 5 is not gonna do anything. This will be 90 again. This will be 90. This will not be anything. This will not be anything. This will be 90. Let's try that now. I wonder if it has something to do with that. No, it's spinning pretty freely, so probably not. Then if I sit... Ah, yeah. That's what I wanted. Look at that. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Then I guess I can walk over here. It's low enough on its own. I wonder if I turn up. I'm going to try something a little crazy, and it's going to be the last thing before we call it quits, because we're quite a bit longer than I really intended. So, this one is already 2. That's 1. Let's knock this up to 3. Actually, no. Let's keep that at 2. Let's bring this middle one. When does it turn on? Yeah, let's bring this one up to 2 as well. That way we'll have some extra bursts of 2. It's not the easiest thing to move around down here. There we go. Now it's hovering more properly, I think. These 3 are always firing. Let's get it moving a little bit. That worked fairly nicely. Okay, so we're going to test something here. We're going to pull out this. We're going to exit out of there. We're going to get up here. gonna knock that down if I can. There we go. I'm gonna lower the stairs. We're gonna go down the stairs. Looks good. Up the stairs. Gotta jump, but you can do it. And then you can walk up them. Close it up. So what happens if I look here? Okay, so that's not what I'm looking for. Using that's not what I want. It's probably... Oh, it was the sensors. They worked as switches. Or could work as switches. Which I think buttons only work that way too. You can't use them just while you're pushing them, although that would be really nice. Because I could put a control chair. Let's see if I can... I'll look at doing that later. But, yeah. So, that's what we ended with. A self-balancing thingy, hover thing for multiple people. And apparently you can move it around by whacking the side you want to move it to. Which, hopefully I can give it some movement a little later. Let's go in this ditch though and see if we'll survive. I think it'll self-balance or flip. It's gonna flip. Damn it. Well, we tried. For the most part, it works pretty well. We might be able to get better control with some personal stuff added, so I'm going to look into that a little bit later. But for now, thanks for watching. Bye.
No, no. This is just...
I said turning around. I lost my words. Because there were two girls standing behind me when I turned around. It's just... It's just a candy, not poison.
No, that's silly.
Really? No. Yeah, like that.